So good morning, students, and welcome to this online lecture for this engineering graphics. So, in the last lecture, we have discussed about the construction of the cycloid and the involute. Okay, so two things we have discussed. So that constructions are already there. Now, in today's lecture, we will see helix, the construction of the helix. Okay, now helix, you know this one. So what is meant by helix? So helix is defined as the core generated by a point moving around and along the surface of right circular cylinder. Okay, so or it is a moving around along the surface of the right circular cylinder or the cone. Okay, with a uniform linear velocity in the direction of the axis. Okay, so what does this mean? See, so this is our cone, okay, and this is our cylinder. The outside is cylinder and the inside is cone. And now if you see here, this is the core, the red line and that blue line, these are the core. So we call that core as a helix. Okay, now where you find this helix? So helix is found, we can see this in our the daily use. So the springs. So springs are made up of helix. So this is what? This is the core, okay, or the point. Suppose this, if we take this as a point at the bottom, so this is the point moving like this. So this is moving something like this, okay, and then it is generating some core. Okay, so if you take point here, and now it is moving something like this. See, so which core it is generating? So we call this core as a helix. So this is called as what? The helix. Now this we can helix that means we can generate a helix on the cylinder. We can generate it here on the cylinder, or we can generate it on the cone. Okay, so two things are there. So we have to see both the construction, the helix on the cylinder and the helix on the cone. Okay, now here if you see here, so this is also, see, this is our gear arrangement, and here also on one of the gear, so this is the helix is there. Okay, now this is the spiral staircase. Okay, DNA, if you see the DNA, so that DNA is also of having the helix like structure. Okay, so I have already told you in helix there are two things. We can construct the helix on cylinder, and we can construct the helix on the cone. Okay, now let us see this one. So first of all, we will see how to construct the helix on the helix on this cylinder. First, we'll see how to construct this on the cylinder. Okay, so let me show you how we will construct this one. Okay, so okay, first of all, now okay, so we will first discuss the front view and the top view of the cone, because we required here front view and the top view of the cone. Sorry, front view and top view of the cylinder first. Now this is the cylinder. Okay, this is your cylinder. Now what is the front view of the cylinder? So if you see this direction, so the front view of the cylinder is what? It is a rectangle. See, it looks like a rectangle. So it looks like something like this. So this is front view of the front. If you see from this side, from this direction, okay, from this direction, okay, you imagine you are standing in front of the cylinder. So when you see this cylinder, so it looks like a rectangle. Okay, so this is a rectangle cylinder. Okay, then what is the top view of the cylinder? So if you see the cylinder from the top, okay, so it looks like a circle. Okay, so this is called as the front view and the top view of the for any solid. Okay, cylinder is the solid. This is cylinder is our solid. So we call this as a the front view. So this is our front view. Okay, and this is our top view. Okay, so we will first construct the front view and top view of the cylinder. Okay, front view and top view of the cylinder. Okay, so how to construct this front view and top view of the cylinder? So first we will construct the top view. Okay, so top view of the cylinder is what? It is a circle. It is a circle. So let me take some distance in compass. So I will take some radius distance in compass for top view of the cylinder. So here, let me. So I will take here 2 centimeters. Suppose I'm taking here 2 centimeter distance. Okay, so 2 centimeter distance in compass. So I have taken 2 centimeter as a radius. Okay, so I will draw it here. Yeah, okay, so it is coming here. So this is 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter radius, 2 centimeter radius. Okay, after that, I will draw the. Okay, so whenever you construct the circle, okay, whenever you construct the circle, always draw its vertical and horizontal diameter. Okay, so we'll construct its horizontal diameter. This is the horizontal diameter of the circle, and we have this is the vertical diameter of the circle. Always draw the diameters of the circle. Okay. Now in our engineering drawing, whenever there is a circle, we have to divide the circles. Okay. So I have told you, preferably that is very easy. That means the method is to divide the circle into 8 parts. So how to divide the circle into 8 parts? Just take 45-degree angle on both sides. So this is from this side. So put your protractor, that is the center at here, at the center of the circle. Then this is here. It is okay. This is 45 here, and then this is 45 here. Okay. So I have taken that two 45-degree angles, and then you have to just draw that 45-degree angle line, and your circle will be divided into the 8 parts. Okay. So here we will draw that line like this, and on the another side, okay, we will divide this line here like, sorry. Okay, so like this. So I have divided the the circle into the 8 parts. Okay, so same you can see here also. So I will explain that afterwards. Okay, so we will see first here. Then okay. Now after that you have to give the nomenclature to this circle. So nomenclature will start. Suppose I will start from here. So this is 1. Okay, nomenclature is also very important. So number 2. Then this is 3. Okay, then this is 4. Okay, this is 5. This is 6 here. Okay, this is 7. Okay, and this is 8. Okay, why I have given this nomenclature, you will understand afterwards. Okay, and this is our center. Okay, now what we have done, we have drawn the top view of this cylinder. Okay, so always start with the top view. Whenever the solid is given to you, always start with the top view. Okay, so top view is a circle, so we have drawn the circle. Now we have to draw the front view. Front view is rectangle. Front view is rectangle. Okay, so then how to draw the front view now? So for drawing the front view, okay, first we will take one reference line here, just some distance above. Okay, so you take here some one line here. Okay, one horizontal line. Okay, you take here one horizontal line here, something like this. Okay, and then you transfer all the intersection. Okay, you transfer all the points on this horizontal line. Okay, you transfer this. Okay, first you take this is called as the projection. We are taking the projections from the center. We are taking the projection from the center. First, I am taking the projection from the center. Projection means what? Just transferring that points above. Okay, I am transferring that point here. So I am taking here, suppose I am taking the axis is equal to, suppose this is 60 mm. Okay, or if possible it is not possible. Okay, so let me take here the axis is 60 mm. Axis of the cylinder. So axis of the cylinder comes at the center. Okay, so this is the axis of the cylinder. This is 60 mm. Okay, this is 60 mm. Then we have to draw the lines from the corners. So this is 60 because these are the vertical lines here. Then this is also 60. Okay, this is also 60 here. Okay, this is also 60 from 4. Then from 7, okay, from 7 also you have to draw the line. From 7 and 11, you will get the common line here. So from 7 and 11. So you will get line something like this here. Okay, and then from here 5 and 3. Okay, from 5 and 3, you will get another line like this. Okay, so we are transfer all the projections here, and then all lines are 60 mm. Okay, because the height of the cylinder is what? 60. Height of the cylinder is how much? It is 60 mm. Okay, so like this. Okay, so we have transferred all the points. Now, how to give the nomenclature now here? So how to give the nomenclature? See, this line is the projection of 8. Okay, this line is the projection of the 8. So this is 8 here. This is 8 here. Okay, this is 8. Then this is the projection of what? This one is the projection of 1 and 7. So you have to mark here 1 and 7. This is 1 and 7. This is the projection of 1 and 7. Now this is the projection of what? This is the projection of 2 and 6. Then this is the projection of 2, 3 and 5. This is the projection of 3 and 5. And this is the projection of 4. This is the projection of 4. Okay, this is the projection of the 4 is there. Okay, now what we'll do? Now we have divided the circle into 8 parts. So we have to divide this vertical axis also. That means the height of the cylinder also into 8 parts. So how to divide that into 8 parts? So after that you have to again take one inclined line here, because we have to divide the 60 into 8 parts. So I am taking here one inclined line. Okay. So you will take here. I will take here another color. Okay. So something like this. Okay. So this is there. I have taken the inclined line. After that, you take small distance in compass. Okay, so I am taking here small distance in compass. Now you put it here and then mark the intersection here. So this is 1. Okay, this is 1 here. Then this is 2. Okay, then this is 3. This is line division method, 3. Okay, then this is 4. Okay, this is 5. And the last one is here. Okay, not coming on this side. Let me rotate on the other side. Okay, so here. So, okay. Okay, so somewhere here it is coming. Here, okay, somewhere here it is coming. Yes, it is going. Okay, so we got that one. So we got here how much division? So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So this is 6 division. This is 5. Okay, this is 4. This is 3. This is 2, and this one is 1. Okay. So I want to divide this vertical line. Okay, not 6. Sorry, we have to divide it into into 8 parts. Okay, we have to divide this into 8 parts here. Okay, so for 8 divisions, I have to mark here 8 divisions. Sorry, because circle we have divided into 8 parts. So we have to divide the that line also into 8 number of divisions. So this is 1. Okay, then this one is 2. Okay, because we want same number of division, 2. Then this is 3. Okay, then this is 4 here. Then this is 5. Then this is 6. And this one is 7. And this one is 8. Okay. Okay, so 8 divisions I have marked here. So this is, sorry, this is my 8 divisions. These are not there. These are not there. So I have divided the circle, divided the line into 8 number of divisions. Now you have to transfer the last division. What is the next the steps in the division of the line? So you have to transfer this 8, the last division, to the end point of the line. So what is the end point of the line? So this is the end point of the line. So this is 8. Then this one is 7. Okay, this is 7. Then this is 6. Okay, then this one is the 5. Then this one is 4. Okay, then this one is 3. Then 3. Then this one is 2. Okay, and this one is 1. Okay, so I have transferred that one. So this is what? This is 1. This is 2. Then this one is 3. This one is 4. This one is 5. This one is 6 here. This one is 7. And last one is the 8. Now you see this one. What I have done, I will explain again this one. So I have drawn one circle. Okay, so we have given, suppose the radius of the circle is given. Okay, so you have to draw the circle. We have to draw the circle. We have to draw the cylinder first. Okay, so cylinder is like this. Okay, so base part is the circle. So we have drawn top view as a circle. In top view it is a circle, and in front view it is a rectangle. Okay, so we have taken, this is 60 mm, height I have taken 60, height I have taken 60, and then radius I have taken 20. Okay, radius I have taken 20. Okay, then we have divided the circle into 8 parts. Okay, and the vertical axis. So what these are axes are, see, this is the middle, the center, the line passing through the center of the circle. This is called as the axis. Okay, axis is here at the center. Okay, so axis is 60 mm, but we know that in cylinder all lines are vertical. Okay, here because this is a rectangle, because this is rectangle, so all lines are of 60 mm. So you can divide this vertical line into eight parts, or you can divide this line also into 8 parts. So that is not the problem. Okay, so I have divided this into 8 parts. Okay, now after dividing this, okay, once this is over. Okay, once this is over, now the next part is very simple. Now, how we'll get the helix? How we'll get the helix here? So see, this is 1 point. Now from 1, you have to take the projections up to the 1, projection of 1. Okay, so that is coming from the circle. So you see here, this is 1. So you will get the projections up to 1 like this. See, from 1, here this is 1 is there, because from the top view 1 is coming here. So this is 1. Now from 2 is here. Okay, so from 2, the projections, that is the horizontal line, so it comes up to here. Okay, because 2 is here. Then from 3 here, the projections will come up to here, because 3 is here, because the projections from the bottom, here, see this 3 and 5, so 3 comes up to 3. Now 4 is here at the corner, 4. So that 4 line, it goes up to here, the extreme line. Okay, vertical line. So this is the 4 point. Okay, so we got here 4. Now 5 will go up to, this is 5 from top view. This is the line of 5, 3, 5. So 3 we are already marked. Now here this is 5. So 5, it goes up to 5. This 5, it goes up to 5. Okay. Now 6 is here. So it comes up to vertical line. So it comes up to the vertical line. So this is 6. Okay. Now 7 is here. So this is the projection of 7. So 7 comes up to 7. This is 7. And 8 is here only. 8 is here only. Here. So 8 is here only. Okay. So what we have done, see, from 1 up to the projection of 1. So 1. Then 2 up to the projection of 2. So it comes here. Okay. So this is our first point. This is our second point. Okay. 3 comes up to the projection of 3. So it comes up to here. Okay. Then 4, it comes up to the projection of 4. So this is our fourth point. Then 5, it comes up to the projection of 5. See, this is 5. Okay. 3 already we have used. Now 5. 6. So this is the projection of 6. So this comes here. 6. Then 7. This is the projection of the 7. This is 7. And 8. So this is the projection of the 8. Okay. So we got this point. Now in this, the helix. Now you imagine that you are at, always take the observer. Observer means what? You are standing here. You imagine that you are standing here at point 2. Okay, just imagine. Always observer will be here. Observer means what? That means we are standing here. We are standing here. That means if you see here, see this is your cylinder. Now if you are standing here, front side, this side here, just check my the mouse, that arrow. So you are standing here. So if you are standing here, so out of the total circle, only half semicircle is visible to you. This semicircle is visible to you. Okay, and on the backside semicircle, that is not visible. Okay, that is not visible to you. Okay, because of the solid. Okay, so what is visible to you? So only the front side is visible. Okay, only the front side. That means front semicircle. This part is visible to you, and the backside part is not visible. Okay, so same thing will happen here also. So if this is the observer, then which part is visible to you? Only this part is visible to you. Which part? This semicircle. On the top side, this semicircle is not visible. This semicircle is not visible. Okay, because we can see up to here only 8 and 4 point, not on the back side because of the solid part. So which points are visible? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. These points are visible. These point are, we call this as a visible section. This is visible section. And on the top side, this is called as what? Invisible section. This is called as invisible section or the hidden part. This is hidden part. Okay, this is called as the hidden part because these points are not visible to us. Only the front side is visible to us. Now, so in visible section, which are the points? 1, 2, 3, 4. These points are visible. So the visible points are joined by means of the dark lines. The visible points are joined by means of the dark lines. Here also you have to use the French curve. Here also we have to use the French curve. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these points, that is 1, here it is 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, you have to join by the dark line. Why dark line? Because visible parts, these are visible points, and visible section, it is also always joined by means of the dark lines. Now, what is the invisible part or points? So 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, this is 5, okay, 5, then this is 6, okay, this is 7, and this is 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8, that means from 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. This total semicircle is what? This total semicircle is invisible. That is not visible. So here you have to draw what? The invisible part, it is joined by means of the dotted line. So here you have to join, you have to draw here the dotted line like this. So what dotted line indicates? Because the dotted line indicates that this part is not visible to the observer. What the dark line indicates? The dark line indicates that the part is visible to the observer. So only half part is visible to the observer. So this part is visible to the observer, okay, and this part is invisible to the observer. So this part is not visible to the observer, okay. And this is called as what? The helix. So whatever what we have drawn here, so this is our helix, okay. This is our helix, okay. And this we have drawn for. This is called as one rotation or one revolution. We call this as a one revolution because one revolution means we have taken only 8 parts here. We have taken only 8 parts. Suppose in the problem 1.5 revolution it says draw the helix for 1.5 revolution. So how many divisions we have to make on the circle? So for one revolution, suppose if we take 8 divisions, we have to make 8 divisions. For a half revolutions, we have to make another 4 division. For half, we have to take half of 8. So total, how much divisions you have to make here? We have to make here 12 divisions. So likewise, you can draw that the helix. So here you see this one. Just the revision of the helix circle we have drawn. Okay, we have divided the circle into 8 parts by taking 45-degree angle here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Front view of the cylinder is a rectangle. Okay, so we have transferred the points here 8. Then this is 1, 7. This is 2, 6. This is 3, 5, and this one is 4. Okay, so dimensions are here different in this case. Okay, I have now circle is divided into 8 parts. So we have to divide this. The height of the cylinder is also into 8 parts. Okay, so we have used the line division method. We have transferred the points here. Then you take the projections from 1, 7, 2, 6, then 3, 5 like this. Okay, and then take the projections from 1 to 1, then 2 to 2, then 3 to 3. Okay, then 4 to 4, 5 to 5, then 6 to 6, and 7 to 7. Now the bottom part is visible, so it is with dark lines, and the top part is invisible. So it is joined by means of the dotted line. So this is dotted line here, and the bottom part is with the dark line. Okay. So this is the problem for your helix. Okay. So likewise you have to construct the helix here. Okay. Now this is we have drawn it for the cylinder. Okay. Now on the similar fashion we can draw it on the helix. We will draw it on the helix. Now let us see the steps are same for the helix. So let us see that part also. Now let me take some distance in compass. So, okay. Now helix. Okay. Now we have to draw it on the cone. Now let me show you how we will. What is the front view and top view of the cone now? So cone is like this. Okay. So how to construct the cone? So just revolve this side. See, here we you will get the cone here like this. See, so this is your cone. Okay, so just imagine the ice cream cone in front of you. Now I have told you we have to draw its two views, the front view and the top view. Now just see my the mouse here, mouse direction. So observer is here. So what is the front view of this one? How cone looks like in front view? It is a triangle. It looks like a triangle. So front view of the cone is triangle. What is the top view of the cone? What is the top view of the cone? If you see the cone from the top, so it looks like a circle. It looks like a circle. Okay, with this apex at the center. Okay, we have apex here. This is called the apex. This point on the topmost point, it is called the apex. So apex at the center. Okay, so top view is circle. Okay, and the front view is the triangle. Front view of the cone is what? It is a triangle. So you know now the front view and the top view of the cone. So we have to start constructing the front view and top view of the cone. Always the front view is above. We have to draw above the line, that is XY line, and the top view we have to draw below the XY line. So XY line means what? Here we are drawn here horizontal line. So that is our XY line. So I am first drawing the top view of the cone. So I am taking some radius distance in compass. So let us take some distance in compass here. Okay, let me first change the color. Okay, so for cone, again I am taking the 2 centimeter distance in compass. Okay, and I will construct here. Okay. Okay, let me take some downward here. Okay, so this is the circle. Okay, this is the circle here. Okay, I'm drawing it with the faint construction. If you want, I will take it for your for visibility. I will take here some the different color. So you'll okay. So this is the circle with 2 centimeter diameter. Whenever we will draw the circle, so you have to divide the circle. We have to draw the diameters for the circle. So these are the diameters of the circle. This is horizontal diameter, and we have to draw here. This is vertical diameter, and another diameter is the horizontal diameter. So this is the horizontal diameter. Okay. Now here also you divide whenever the circle. Whenever you have. Okay, let me draw it again. Okay, whenever you have the circle, you always divide the circles into the 8 parts. So I'm drawing this. I'm dividing the circles into 8 parts. So 45-degree line here and 45-degree line here. Okay, so now just draw 45-degree angle line. Your circle will be divided into 8 parts. Okay, it is very easy to draw. That means the construct this the other construction using the 8 number of divisions. Okay, so that's why I'm taking here 8 divisions. You can take 12 divisions also. Okay, if you want, you can take 12 divisions also. You will get more points there. Okay. So here, this is the first line, and the next point, the next line is here on this side. Okay. Yes. So this is the another line. Okay. This is our top view here. Okay. And okay, I'm drawing now XY line. So that is the partition line from this is part of the partition line, XY line. So this is XY line. So you have to always draw the top view here on the bottom side and front view on the top side. So this is the nomenclature or the position of the views. We will see this is an orthographic projection in our next unit. So front view, you have to always draw above XY line, and top view you have to always draw the below the XY line. Okay. So front we have seen in case of cylinder, the front view is rectangle, so we have drawn here rectangle. Top view is circle, we have drawn circle here. In case of cone also, this is the circle is the top view, and the front view is the triangle. So for the cone we have the axis. So let us take some distance of the axis. What is the distance of the axis? So this is axis. So whatever the red line you are seeing here, this is our axis of the cone. So it is having some height. So let us take the height of this axis. So I am taking here some. Okay, again not possible 80 mm. So I am again taking 60 mm as the height of the core. So I have taken this is the height of the core. Okay, this is 60 mm height of the cone. Okay. Okay, so this is 60. Okay, this is 60. Okay, now here we know that the front view of the cone is a triangle. Okay, so we don't have to take all the lines vertical. So we have to transfer all these projections up to here only. So if you see here in this case here, okay, so we have to transfer all these points up to XY line only. Here in this in case of the cone. Okay, first of all, let us nomenclature this one. So this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. Okay, then this is 6, this is 7, and this one is the 8. This one is the 8. Okay, now this 8. Okay, this projection get transferred. Okay, let me use another color, so like this. So this projection, it comes up to here, up to XY line only. Then 7 and 1, this projection also it comes up to the XY line only. Okay, this already we have taken. Then 3 and 5 projection, 3 and 5 projections, it up to the XY line. And last projection is the 4 projection, the projection of 4. Why I am taking the projections up to only the XY line? Because it is coming. See, in case of cone, all the points are on the bottom line only, not above. Because in case of cylinder, we have taken it is rectangle. Okay, so all points are on the bottom also, on the top also. But here in case of cone, we have the circle is on we have only the circles, and we have the line joining from the apex. Okay, so everything will be here only. So what we have done, this is our 8. Okay, this is our 1 and 7. This is our 2 and 6. Okay, this is our 3 and 5. And last one is this is 4. Okay, so in case of cone, you have to, this is the circle. These are the points on the circle. So that's why these are the points on the circle. So I have taken all the points on the XY line. Now after that, we have seen. Okay, so and apex, we'll name this apex as a O. This is apex is our O point. This is apex is our O point. Now we know that the front view of the front view of the cone is what? The front view of the cone is is triangle. Okay, front view of the cone is the triangle. So you draw here the line. Now you join apex with the base point. Okay, you have to join the apex with the base point. So like this. Then you have to rotate this one. Then this one is the second line. Okay, you have to draw this as a second line. So this is the second line here. Okay, then we have to draw on the another side, on this side also. So here, this is apex O and 4. Okay, this is apex O. And this is 4 here, like this. Okay, and then apex and this 3 and 5. So, yes, like this. Here only. Yes. So you see here what I have done. I have drawn the triangle. See, I have drawn the triangle, and I have drawn the lines from the apex to the base point of the circle. Okay, these are the base points on the circle. This is the base point on the circle. O is called as the apex. This is called as the apex. Now we have divided the circle into 8 parts. We have divided the circle into 8 parts. So you have to. I have told you last time also we have divided the in case of the cylinder, we have divided the axis into 8 parts. So here also you have to divide the axis into 8 parts. Okay, here we have to divide the axis into 8 parts. Now you again use the line division method. Okay, so I am using here line division method. So with the axis, okay, if you take here, this is 8. If you for simplicity, you take this axis, the axis height as 80 mm. So if you take that as a 80 mm, if you take that as a 80 mm, so then in that case, so it will be easy for you to divide that into 8 parts. Okay. Now here it will be somewhat the all the construction will come inside, or we'll take the another that means alternative. What we'll do, we will take here outside. This I'm taking axis is outside, so I'm constructing this as a outside here. So 60 mm like this. This is my axis, and then I will take here incline line, some incline line here. Okay, so like this, and I will divide this line here. So I will take here small distance in compass. I have to divide that into, because I have to divide that into 8 parts. Now let us divide this. Okay. Okay. So let me again reduce the distance. Okay. So this is 1. Okay. Then this one is 2. Okay. Then this one is 3. Okay. Then this one is 4. Okay. Then this one is 5. Okay. Then this one is 6. Then this one is 7. And last point is here. Okay, this one is 8. Okay, so I have divided the lines into 8 parts. Now the next step is only we have to draw the inclined line. So last division, so you have to join with the end point of the line. So this is the end point of the line. So this is the first line. Okay, 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 and then you have to roll your roller scale like this. So this is 7. Then this is 6. Okay, sorry, 6. You have to roll the roller scale like this, vertically, like this. Then parallel to this line. Then this is from, I think this is from 5. This is 5. Okay. Then this is the 4. Okay. Then this is 3. This is 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Okay, like this. Now I have divided this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 divisions. Yes, it is 8 divisions are there. Okay, so I'm just taking now this division in compass. Which one? Whatever I have taken that division, see here. Okay, so let me take that divisions in compass. Okay, so on vertical line. Okay, so I am taking this divisions in compass. Okay, and I will mark that divisions here on our axis. So here this is 1. Okay, so this is 1 here, 1 division. Next is this one is 2. Okay, so this is 2 here. Then this one is 3 here. Okay, then this is 4. I am taking that. I have taken the divisions on vertical line. These divisions I have taken in compass. Okay, because इथे construction खूप हे झालं असतं, mix झालेलं असतं, म्हणून I have taken all the divisions outside. Okay, I have made the divisions of the axis outside. Then how many division this is there? 1, 2, 3. Then this one is the next 4. Then this is 5. Okay, then this is 6. Okay, and this one is a 7, and last division is 8. Okay, the last division is 8. So see what we have divided. We have divided the circle. Okay, we have divided the circles into, this is 1. Okay, so here in this case here. Now you can, now in this case, see what we'll do. We can take the divisions from the top side also. Helix will come from the top side, or the helix will come from the bottom side. From any direction we can take. So suppose we'll take from the top. Suppose this is 1, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. Okay, this is 7, and the last point is here. The 8 is there. Okay, so I have told you. See, helix will start from here, or it will start from the here. But already always it is start from the solid point, solid material point. So here the material is minimum, so it will start from here. It will cut the material like this, and then we'll get the helix. So I have started the nomenclature from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now the next step is very simple. So what we have done in the cylinder, we have to transfer 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. So where is 1? 1 to 1. Okay, 1. So 1 goes to 1. So where is the 1? So this is 1 here. It goes up to 1. See, it goes up to 1. Where is the 1? This is O1. 1 goes to O1. Now 2 goes to 2 is already there. Okay, so we got here first point. 2 is on the same line. See, 2 is on the same line. This is 2. 2 is on the same line. So this is our second point. This is on the same line. Then 3 is here. 3 is here. O3. O3. So you have to transfer this 3 on this side. Okay, 3, we will get this point. Okay, we will get this point. Then 4 goes to 4. This is 4. So 4 goes to 4 here. Okay, so then 4 goes to 4. You will get here 4 point. Okay, so half divisions we have completed. See, 1 goes to O1. This is O1. So that's why nomenclature is very important. Where is 1? Here, this is 1. O1. So 1 goes to 1. 2 is here on the center line only. So it is the same point. 2 will remain there only. Then 3 goes to 3. O3 line. O3. This is called as the generator. This is called as the generator. So O3. 4 goes to 4. 4 goes to 4. Then 5 goes to 5. This is O5. This is 5 line here. So this 5 goes to 5 here. Okay, so this is 5. Okay, now 6 is on the same line. See, this is 2 and 6. This is 2 and 6. So 6 will remain here only. 6 will remain here only. Okay, now this is 7. 7 is what? 1, 7. So this is goes to 1, 7. This goes to 1, 7. So this is 7. And last point is what? This is 8. So this is our 8 point. So we got here point 1, 2. Then this is 3. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 like this. Now, so we have marked all the points. Okay, we have marked them all the points. So how we have marked the points? Similar to the cylinder, 1 goes to 1, 1. 2 goes to 2, so it is on the same line. 3 goes to 3, O3. There we have transferred it on the horizontal lines. Here it comes on the inclined lines. Okay, that is the only difference between cylinder and a cone. Now 4 goes to 4, then 5 goes to 5, 3, 5. 6 is on the same line, 2, 6. So it is here only. 7 goes to 7 here, O7 line. So here, and 8 goes to 8 here only. This is the last point. Okay. Now how to join this point? Again, the same fundamental you have to use. Okay, you have to use the same fundamental. You have to take observer here at the bottom. Now which semicircle is visible? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. 8, 1. This part is visible to the observer. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8. Then this is 1. Oh, okay, sorry. So not from here. So we have to start from the top. Okay, we have to start from the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, this is not there. We have to start from the top. Okay, this is the line here. So this is 1. We have to start from the apex. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what? This is the visible part. So we have to draw this with the dark line. Okay, not from here. Okay, that will come after the there. So we have to start 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is from here, from the top apex. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from on the top side, that part is not visible to the observer. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4, this is dotted. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So this part is dotted. Okay. So on the top side, this semicircle is invisible, and the bottom circle is visible. So visible part, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That means here we will start from O vertex. It will always start from the vertex. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the dark line, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the dotted line. This is the dotted line. Okay. So this is our helix. This is our helix on the cone. Okay. This is our helix on the cone. So let us see here also. This is again the same thing. Okay. So, but this is drawn for the 1.5 turn. So this is drawn for the 12 number of divisions. Okay. you can go for only one number of divisions, so that is sufficient. Only 8 number of divisions you go for that one. So here, see, the circle is divided into, first it is divided into 8 parts, then it is counted 9, 10, 11, 12. And this vertical axis is also divided into 12 number of parts. Okay, so likewise we have divided the parts into number of divisions. Okay. So likewise you have to divide the lines here. Okay, so this is the method for construction of the helix on the cylinder and the pole. Okay, so for today we will stop here. If you have any doubt here, so you can go for it. You can ask me. Otherwise, so thank you very much. Okay.